Hey there, data science lovers. Welcome back to Data Detectives, the channel where we deep dive into the world of data analysis and uncover fascinating insights. I'm your host, and today we have an exciting project lined up for you. We are going to embark on an exploratory journey unraveling the mysteries behind hotel bookings using exploratory data analysis. In this video, we will be seeing through a rich dataset filled with information about hotel reservations and what are our goals to uncover patterns, trends, hidden gems buried within the data. With EDA as our magnifying glass, we will unravel the secrets of this vibrant industry. We will be employing powerful data analysis techniques, visualizations, and statistical tools to answer some burning questions. Are there sensational booking trends? Which months see the highest occupancy rates? How do customer demographics influence reservation patterns? So buckle up because we are about to find out. As we embark on this journey, we invite you to join us in uncovering the untold stories hidden in the numbers. From crunching the data to drawing insightful conclusions, we will be sharing our thought process every step of the way. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to be notified when we crack open the case file on hotel bookings. Stay tuned, data detectives. So first, we will going to import all the necessary libraries that are essential for data analysis. We have imported NumPy as MP, import pandas at PD, import Seaborn as SNS, import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT, and we have also imported warnings so as to avoid or ignore some warnings that occur during data visualization. Okay, now we are going to import our data in a DF data frame using pd.readcsv, and we will be importing our hotel bookings data. So we have imported our DF data. Let's see what are the columns and data available with us. So here we can see that we have around 1.1 lakhs of rows and 32 columns. And what are the columns? Hotel is cancelled, lead time, arrival data year, arrival data month, and so on. So before checking out all the columns, we will first see what these columns mean. So I have already prepared. We will be just seeing the complete meanings of each and every column first, then we will proceed with our. So we are given a hotels booking dataset. This dataset contains booking information for a city hotel and a resort hotel. It contains the following features. So hotel is the name of the hotel, which is resort hotel or city hotel. Next, it is given is cancelled, whether the booking is cancelled or not. Note that 0 is for no cancelled and 1 is for cancelled. Okay, then we have the lead time, time between bookings transaction and actual arrival. Then we have arrival data year, date year, and then we have arrived date year, year of which is year of arrival. We have arrival date month of arrival. Then we have arrival date week number, stays in weekend nights, so number of weekend nights spent in a hotel. Then we have stays in weeknights, so it will be number of weeknights spent in a hotel. We have adults, children's, babies, meals, country. Meal will be type of meal chosen, and country will be country of origin of customers, market segment, distribution channel, previous cancellations, number of previous cancelled bookings, and so on. So we have around 32 columns with us. We can use df.shape to get the row number of rows and columns. We can see that 119,390 are the rows and 32 columns we have. So we can also use df.head to see the first 5 rows. So we have resort hotels and we have other hotel also like city hotel. We will see further is cancelled, lead time, arrival date year, and these are arrival date month. Then we have arrival date week number, which is here 27. Arrival day of the month, 1 1 is given. Stays in weekend nights, and then deposit type, agents, company, days in waiting list, customer type, ADR. We will see each and every column one by one. So first of all, let's see what are the given data types of every column. We will use df.info, where we can see that most of the columns don't have any null value except a few one like this. Company is having 6797 rows. Okay, and in country also we have some null values, and then we can see hotel is object type, and some are integer type, some are float type variables. Okay, so let's move on again, and now we are going to see using describe the mean and standard deviation, the variables for int values. Okay, so for int columns where data type is int, we are going to see what is the count, what is the mean, standard deviation, what is the minimum value, which is also important. Sometimes we can see what are the minimum values across all the columns. Then we will see what is the 25%, 50% percent and 75% values. So here we can see that these are the 25, 50 and 75% values, and then is the maximum value in particular columns. So here we can see that lead time is 737 days, and adults, we can see that 55 adults were there. 10 adult children's are the maximum number, and 10 babies is also a maximum number. Okay, so let's move on again and see what can we do. Now we are going to create a copy. To do further analysis, create the copy of the data frame. Okay, so here we are going to say df1 is equals to df.copy. Okay, now df1 dot df1 contains all those values of df. Now one by one, let's see what are the value counts in each and every column. So let's start with hotel. Hotel is our first column, so value counts will be, yes, so city hotel is 79330, and resort hotel is around 40,000. Okay, so city hotel is around 80,000. Number of bookings in the city hotels are around 80,000, and number of bookings in the resort hotel is around 40,060. Okay, so next we are going to see is cancelled column. So we will is cancelled. So we can see most are number of zeros and ones only. So let us count number of zeros. Here we are going to drop na is equals to false. Okay, so here we can see that 75,166 is cancelled, there is no cancellation, and 44,224 are cancelled bookings. Okay, so next we are going to see for arrival date year dot value counts. Here also we are going to drop na, we will keep drop na as false. So for year 2016 we have 56,000 bookings. For 2017 year we have 40,000 bookings, and for 2015 year we have 21,000, around 22,000 bookings. Okay, let's see for meal type. So if we press this, we can see these are the meal types. Okay, So let's value count these also. We will keep drop na is equals to false, and here we can see that bb is 92,310 hb. This is sc, and then it's undefined, and then it's fp. Now see the market segment. So for df1 market segment, so we can see direct, corporate, online, ta. So we will count each values for each category. We can see that online TA has highest number of bookings for around 56,000. Then offline TA, groups, direct, corporate, complementary, aviation, and there are some two values of undefined. Okay. Next, we are going to see what are the distribution channels. Distribution channels, distribution channel dot value counts. We will keep here also drop na. So okay, so here also we can see that TATO has highest number of bookings. Direct type bookings are 14,000 around. Corporate type bookings are 6,600 bookings. GDS is only 193, and there are some undefined values. Further, we can see number of counts of children's. So let's see number of children's. If we value count these values also, we will keep drop na is equals to false, and here we can see that 0 numbers are the highest, then one child, 2 children, 3 children, not a value, and then 10 children. We have only one row for 10 children. Okay, so before performing any EDA, first of all we need a clean data. Okay, so for cleaning, let's start cleaning the data. For this purpose, what will be our steps that we are going to perform? Okay, so while cleaning data, we will perform following steps. Okay, so first we are going to remove duplicate values, or we can say rows. Next, we are going to handle missing values. Missing values. Third, we will convert the columns to appropriate data types so as to do proper analysis. Okay, and then we will add some important columns that are necessary for our analysis. Okay, so first is removing duplicate columns. First, remove duplicate columns. So how we are going to remove the duplicate columns? And we will use duplicated, and this will give us a result in binary, false and true. So we are going to see the shape. So we can see that 31,000 values are duplicates. So we are going to remove all the duplicates. So for removing, we are going to remove, or we can say drop all the duplicate rows. So we will use df1.drop duplicates, and we will do in place is equals to true. Okay, this command will drop all the duplicates, and now if we see what is the balance shape of our data set, so there are 87,000 rows left and 32 columns are available after removing all the duplicate values. Okay, so I think this will be our first step. Okay, so remove duplicate columns. Now we are going to handle the missing values. Okay, handling missing values. So how we are going to handle the missing values? First we are going to see the number of missing values that are available with us. Okay, so df1 dot is null. So here wherever there is null we will get the true, or rest we will get the false. If we do the sum, here we can see that these are the null values that are available with us. Okay, for each and every column. So we are going to sort these values, sort values in the decreasing order. So ascending will be false. So we can see that company has the highest number of null values, which is 82,000 values are null. Then agent has 12,000 values as null, then country which has 452 values, null values, and then children, so which are 4 values. So if we see only top 4, we can see that these are the null values for our columns. Okay, from here we can observe that since company and agent columns have null values, there may be some cases in which the customer didn't book hotel through any agent or company. So null values can be kept and will be replaced by 0. Okay, so we will write this company and agent columns have null values, so there may be some cases in which the customer didn't book the hotel through any agent or company. So null values can be kept and will be replaced by 0. Okay, it's important to write all the observations while programming, so it will be beneficial on the later stage. So how we are going to fill our null values with the 0? So first of all, agent, we can see that df1.agent, we are going to fill our null values with 0, and we will keep in place is equals to true. So now if we see the number of null values left, so here we can see that agent now has 0 null values. Now we are left with country, and children. Okay, so similarly for company, we are going to fill all the null values with 0. Okay, we are copy pasting our code So here we have also again filled all the null values in the company column with 0. Now if we see null values left in our data frame, we can see that country now has 452 null values and children has 4 null values. Okay, so now let's see for children column. So if we see for children, let's do value count again that we have done earlier. Drop na equals to false. Here we can see that highest number of values are 0. Okay, so from this we can observe that NaN values, we are just assuming that NaN values can be replaced by 0 as column 0 is present. Either the customer might have forgotten to fill the column. There can be a chance that the customer have forgotten to fill the column, so that's why it has NaN values. Okay, so we are going to replace those values with 0. Okay, so again we are going to fill the null values with 0 and we will do in place equals to true. Okay, now we see the value counts in the children column. Here we can see that all the 4 values have come under 0 category, rest are 1, 2, 3 and 10 number of children. Okay, now again we can see balance left null values. So here we can see that country has 452 null values. So now let's explore the country column. Country. So these are the codes for country columns, and if we value count for each country, we can see that PRT has 27,453. This is for Great Britain, which is 10,000. This is for France, and so on. Okay, so we can do one thing that for these 452 columns, if we don't know the country, we can convert these 452 null values into others column. Okay, so what we are going to do this, that we will convert all the null values into others and in place will be true. Okay, so if we see again the value counts, here we can see that we have converted uh, all the null values into the others category. Okay, so now if we see the balance null values again, so here we can see that all the columns now have 0 null values. So we have successfully handled all the null values in our data frame. Okay, so our third step, here we can see that what will be our third step of cleaning our data. So third step will be converting the columns to appropriate data type, or we can add important columns also first. So see one more thing, that if we see adults, df1 dot adults plus df1 dot babies plus df1 dot children, Okay, this will give all the values, and if we want to see what are the possible values, what number of rows have 0 adults, 0 babies and 0 children together, it means no booking has done under any name. So if we see these number of bookings, we have, yes, we have few number of 166 bookings which have 0 adults, 0 babies and 0 children. So if we see its shape, there are 166 rows with 0 adults, 0 babies and 0 children. So we are going to remove all this. We can write, we will remove all such rows with 0 adults, babies and children. Okay, so we are going to remove df1.draw. We will take this dot index, all those rows will be selected and in place equals to true, and these will be deleted. Now we want to see the shape of our data frame. We can see that there are now 87,230 rows and 32 columns. Now we are going to change some of the data types into appropriate data types for our analysis. So we can mention converting columns into appropriate data types. First, we will convert data type of children. Let's first see again what are the data types of every column using the info command. Here we can see that the data type of children is float, data type of company is also float, and data type of agent is also float. So we can convert these float values into int first. So what we will do is df1 so children company and agent. Okay, so we will convert these values to int as type in 64. Okay, we have converted these values into int. We can see again df.info. So now the children is int, agent is also in data type, and company is also in data type. Okay, so let's see rest. Now we are going to convert reservation status date from object data type. Let's see first from object data type to date time. Okay, so let's see reservation. So it's an object data type. Let's convert it into date time. Okay, reservation status date, we will convert it to pd.to date time df1. Okay, and what will be the format will be year, month and day. Okay, so again if we see our column reservation status date, so now it is in data time. Okay, now the fourth part of cleaning our data is, let's see what is our fourth part, is adding important columns for our analysis. So adding columns, important columns to the data. Okay, so let's start with df1. See, if we see the value columns, so stay in weekend nights and stay in weeknights can be combined to the total stay. Okay, so let's first see df dot stays in weeknights and df1 dot stays in weekend nights. So we can combine both these columns to a new column which will be our total stay. So let's combine, let's add these two. Okay, so if we see total stay, now it is the combine of weeknights and weekends. Okay, and we can observe in our total data frame also we have one more column. From 32 columns we are now increased to 33 columns. Again if we see, if we add all the adults, childrens and babies, we can get the total number of people. Okay, so let's create one more column which will be total people, which will be df1 dot adults plus df1 dot babies plus df1 dot children. Okay, so df, here we have to use df1, so df1 dot total people we can see now we have one more column which is df1 dot total people, and if we see df1 dot head, now we have 34 columns. Okay, the EDA will be done in the next video, so stay tuned. Thank you.